Anyway, we're back. We're in the courtroom. People are anxious. I don't like that we have to keep the people happy to stop them like storming the courtroom, because that makes this so much harder. Gives me so much less time to deal with it. So the revolutionaries and the common folk both want this guy to hang. If we have a look at hierarchy, we have not moved up at all. Interesting. Alright, so we haven't moved up. I still can't access that thing, so I don't remember even what it was meant to be. Alright, so what have we got? So this guy, case file, compiled by Pierre de Quinn. So he's accused of treason, theft, fraud, and advocating monarchy. Oh yeah, that's right. During revolutionary times, that was a crime. Stop. Stop being so loud, boy. Alright. So, the Marquise de Faverus is a 46-year-old aristocrat and a former soldier. And currently political activist sympathizing with the monarchy, okay? After he left the army, he married and traveled across Europe with his wife. During that journey, he both fulfilled himself politically and... hang on, I lost my spot. He fulfilled himself politically and supported his wife. He returned to Paris in 1789 and took part in a conspiracy. Ooh. That was supposed to put an end to the revolution. De Favre showed poor judgment when he decided to confide in his former comrades who betrayed him and informed the authorities of his plan. De Favre is suspected of playing a huge part in the citizen Capet's escape from France. The plotters asked him to take out a loan of 2 million francs, which would cover all the expenses of Citizen Capet and his family. If everything had gone according to plan, 30,000 soldiers would have entered the capital city with orders to kill 3 political leaders. Finance Minister Jacques Necker, the Mayor of Paris Jean-Sylvain Bally, and Commander-in-Chief, Paris National Guard François Henriot. The next step was to block food supplies from entering the city. De Favre and his wife have been detained and accused of plotting against the people of France in the revolution. They will likely be sentenced to the guillotine. Count Providence has denied having any connections with him. Evidence, a letter from M. de Fawcett. Okay. So there's a letter. De Favre, where are your troops? From what direction will they enter Paris? I should like to be employed amongst them. So say who that letter was from? The irony of an Aussie sentence in criminals is not lost on me. That's very true. Here I am from their rival empire, Britain. I am from their colonies, especially from their prison colony, and I am now in the revolution trying criminals. It is a weird turn of events. A letter from M.D. Falkland. Okay. So, he stands accused of lots of things. Treason, fraud, theft, and monarchy, which I'm sure in the revolution's eyes, that is the harshest crime. You're playing a Frenchman. I know. I mean, if I had a choice, I wouldn't be French. If there's ever a choice in the game, you should never choose to be French. I mean, even the French don't choose to be French. They're just sadly born that way. So he's a former soldier, sympathised with the monarchy, and he was a part of the plot to try and get the king out, which failed. Travelled across Europe with his wife, which makes me think she's not from France. Fulfilled himself politically and supported his wife. So they're bringing up his wife a lot, so I feel like there's something to her. It's like Quebec. They're not French, just live somewhere shit, and it reflexes some shit. Yeah, Quebec's weird. Quebec's a very weird thing. How they're French but not French. I kind of feel sorry for the French that were in Canada at the time. Like, both the French Louisianans and the French Canadians kind of got screwed over when they were just sort of handed over to the British. Like, France didn't try very hard to look after those people, and then those people were just stuck in a world that didn't speak their language. But these days it's just weird. Okay, so he supported his wife, so I'm going to have to ask questions about his wife, because I feel like his wife is not of France. There's something about her. He took part in the conspiracy to help the king, and there was a loan of 2 million francs. Okay. Notebook. Yeah, I need to make the common folk like me, because they're down to negative now. The revolutionaries like me enough. Alright, don't need my notebook. Protocol, fill that out later. Intelligence, the jury doesn't have an opinion yet. I still love that I could just do this. I could just literally go, you know what, everyone wants him put to death. I could sign my name and he'd be put to death. Without asking a single question, but we're not doing that. I am Thomas de May, Marquis de Favres. God, I hate French names. You've been accused of taking an active part in a plot against the people of France. I fail to understand how any deeds I am accused of would harm the people of France. You wanted to re-establish the fallen monarchy that brought us exploitation, hunger, and misery. That's right. We have strong evidence, testimonies of your officers clearly showing that you wanted to abolish the revolution. Please tell me everything that strong evidence you have against me. Fair enough. He wants actual evidence. I can't, fault him for asking. Well, you asked for evidence, so first off, I have this letter. It's pretty obvious evidence. Who is the mysterious de Follacet who wrote you a letter? I do not know that person. Anyone could write a letter to me and make up the contents regarding the matter they saw fit. Did that random letter from an unknown person not concern you? It is gibberish. An honest citizen would have showed it to the authorities. Never occurred to me. I do not have the slightest inkling to what the person was writing about. Not about the troops that were supposed to enter Paris and end the revolution? There are no troops currently under my command. That letter and accusation to send troops to Paris are both serious misunderstandings. He's a dog of the Bourbon's leash. Right, I forgot, because that's right, that was the end of the Bourbons, and it was during this revolution that the, what's his name? Napoleon rose. Tell me, would 2 million francs be enough to hire 30,000 foot soldiers? It would be more than enough. So you just incriminate yourself like that? Dude, you're not helping yourself. Yeah, I want to know about your wife, but I feel like I'm going to ask the wrong thing. Damn it. Damn it, I need to form a soldier? Is that your motive? Oh my god, I'm getting everything wrong. I'm not going to be able to ask questions in a minute. I want to know about your wife, my first merch shirt. That would be a good one. Defendant's wife. Counter-revolution. Hey, there we go. So your wife. What country did your wife visit during your trip across Europe? Poland. Or what's left of it. What are we? 1798? Yeah, there wouldn't be much of Poland at this time. It'd mostly be German. Or Prussian. What was left of it? Austria? Hungary. 78? No, Austria-Hungary didn't exist yet. They were still separate countries. What made you choose those countries? Were you trying to make Catholic alliance for Citizen Capet? You were looking to charm scenery and good food. What missions? We had conversations with hundreds of people. I will not listen to all this from here. Wow, the jury wants me to acquit him? That seems weird. I mean, accuse him of sympathies for the monarch. Crap, I got it wrong. Now I can't ask any more questions. Seriously? That's it? That's I really screwed this case up. Can't ask half the questions now. And now the jury wants him acquitted, which means I'm going to piss them off if I kill him. I'll piss everyone else off if I don't kill him. I don't actually think he's guilty, but just on the basis that I don't want my head chopped off, I'm going to sign him as dead. You had one job, .png. Yeah, I screwed it up. Did the defendant confess to a crime? No, he did not. Was his act counter-revolutionary in nature? He doesn't say so, but I'm sure the revolutionaries see it that way. What does the defendant think about the revolution? He does not support it. What are the 2 million francs spent on? I don't know. I mean, he probably says something like this. I'm going to say it was for that. I'm probably going to be wrong. Whores is what it was spent on. You're sentenced to death. One head at a time. A just verdict. I'm sorry, jury. Oh, so I was right. It was for his escape. But he does not support the revolution was apparently wrong. That's interesting. Yeah, unfortunately I didn't unlock many questions, which kind of hurt me. Alright, let's go home and try and keep the family happy. Oh no, someone wants to see me. John Mary Rowland. My name should not be unknown. Yeah, it does sound familiar. You wiped your shoes on it during King Louis's trial. Citizen Capet, not the king. Oh, this guy's bold. King Louis Auguste Bourbon, Duc de Berry. Thank you, fleeing around half-truths and speculation. Everyone is calling for my head, accusing me of corruption and treason, while you used our backs as a stepladder on your way up the social hierarchy. Corrupting politicians does not always work out. Danton does it. Moleville tried to, but they caught you. Happens. I'll probably be dismissed from my station, even end up on the guillotine. Probably. But I'll make sure your head rolls right after mine. You will be my comrade in misery. I will get rid of the candidate captain of the guard, and then I will go after you. Seems I have an enemy. It's alright, I'm not worried about him. He said the king's name openly in public. That's basically a death sentence right now. Maybe I could win the heart of the crowd. Maybe. Oh. Bit of sarsaparilla. Now, let's speak to the common folk. Crime. Aggression. Defendant. Manipulation. I feel like this speech is going to go badly. Revolution. Aggression. Let's do it. Disorder shall be suppressed. Now they're irritated. Crap. Manipulate? You stand there and allow criminals to tell you what to do? Oh, they're back up to doubtful. Revolution. We've gained power and friends. Now spill the blood of those who oppose the Republic. My reputation went down by 1, but I didn't make it go any lower than doubtful, so it wasn't a great speech, but it wasn't terrible. Long live the king and the monarchy. Yeah, you're a dead man saying that openly. Pull the rope and perform execution. Man, revolutionary France is just a messed up place. The way the beheadings just became a public spectacle for anyone that even vaguely annoyed you. Dear comrade, oh don't call me that. I heard the news of Minister Roland's unexpected visit. I have to confess that Roland knows about me something he should not have. I am certain he's already weaving an intrigue against us, and we have to start working on one against him. Oh good. Play something for me, son. I have work to do. Oh, support construction of the statue. Work on tomorrow's trial. Political debate. I'm actually surprised that that son would like it, but... Paragraphs and codes? That's boring. Who do I want on my side? I kind of want him not to hate me. Paragraphs and codes. Evening with the grandfather. Evening gambling, which is just an evening with the grandfather again. Political debate. Apparently the grandfather hates that. Work on tomorrow's trial. Nobody likes that. Work on this construction. Nobody likes that either. Let's spend an evening with the grandfather. Hang on. Fine. I need him to go up a bit, even if the others go down a little. Just so he doesn't slip back into the negative. That's what are we up to now? Oh no, I'm doing this again. I forgot about this. Oh, who is this? Enemy agents. We'll fight your agents for territory. They can take over your sections or neutral sections. When at least 2 hostile agents meet in one section, combat ensues. Remember that a diplomat has little chance against a brutal fighter. After a defeat in combat, your agent becomes injured. You can still move around, but you are not able to perform actions. Your main section is vital. Buildings here enable you to influence the rest of the game. Protected at all costs. Crap. Crap. My main section's under attack. He's fighting. Didn't I have 2 agents before? Now I only have 1. He's fighting. Intrigue. Okay. This document discovered in Cuphead's iron cabinet. Oh yeah, this thing. Raise suspicion regarding Roland. The minister hates the tribunal for openly ridiculing him. He will not forgive you for it. His intelligent wife holds a stronger grudge. Huh. Perform actions correctly to fill the progress bar. Progress bar. Man, there's so many elements to this game. I really thought this was just like a mini game that was going to be over in a few hours. This is a full game. Progress bar performs actions correctly to fill the progress bar. You carry out too few, you will lose. Okay. Failed intrigue, success, failed, alright. So day 1, I mean, convincing a witness is all we got. So far are the only rumours that Roland destroyed the documents. If we find someone with social circle to corroborate this, we would gain a powerful tool. Okay, do it. And I'll just have to convince him because I don't have enough to send a diplomat. Oh, he's coming to my house. Citizen Coty. How could I say no to a person who holds the lives of kings in the palm of his hand? Presume that our meeting is connected to Minister Roland. Exactly. I would like to talk to you about the incident with the iron cabinet. It is indeed rather ugly. The minister could lose his head because of it, although it's currently nothing more than gossip. Yes, but what if the gossip suddenly turned into truth? Things would certainly get nasty. Ah, crap, he'll do these speeches again. So he's a bit withdrawn about this, so he doesn't really care too much. I want to get Roland. Let's do manipulation. What will he get out of it? To be a bit of humility with that. Carrot on a stick. Aggression. Let's do it. I need Roland's head. His days are numbered anyway. Ease the pain of the Parisians of France. Let's just accelerate his fail. Because that is what you ask of me. If you agree to come as my witness, you'll be doing France a huge favour, and France never forgets. I never forget. Ooh, he's intrigued. Aggression. Minister Roland's days are numbered. We only need a witness to those events, and you, citizen, shall reveal his crimes. Otherwise, you will be decapitated with him. Okay, that was probably... Well, that helped. I will help you testify against him. Let us see where this leads. Yeah, not the greatest thing ever, but it did work. Common folk endorsement and revolutionary endorsement. Man, I'm walking across a very, very awkward tightrope here. Choose how to resolve. Court guard. So hang on. Roland recognized the contents of the iron cabinet. He allegedly asked for a moment of privacy that was left alone with the evidence. In light of Citizen Cuphead being accused of conspiracy and lack of evidence, we could try accusing the minister of destroying it. So we could use force or diplomacy. Use diplomacy for now. We'll see. I don't know if that's 10% chance or 10% bonus if I do it. The actions will be performed the next day. Okay. So for now, that's it. So tomorrow we'll see if we succeeded. I think that's all we can do today, so end the day. Hey people, good to see that some of you made it to the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you enjoyed this content, there should be much more like it on my channel. Feel free to subscribe to see some more. Check out some of my links in the description. I stream on Twitch 3-4 days a week. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. I'll put some links for some other videos on the screen that you can enjoy now. See you all in the next one, I hope.